Guys, listen, I have a problem. I love Super Mario games. Love them to death. I love exploring the worlds. I love the bright and colorful characters. There's so much whimsy. But whenever I play the game, I get so damn hungry. So today, what I'm going to do is rank Mario enemies based on how delicious I think they might be.
He don't even look like he could be almost good. He looked like a nasty milk dud, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So Ants, I don't know if you've ever had Grasshopper before. I've had Grasshopper. So it's kind of like popcorn. Popcorn is like the outside is like a little soggy, and then the inside has a bit of a crunch. Grasshopper is the opposite of that, where the crunch is on the outside. It's a little wet on the inside, but you know has a nice fluffiness to it. It's actually pretty good, but not that good. I would still, if I had the choice to eat popcorn or ant, it would be popcorn.
I feel like a Goomba, when prepared well, isn't really like a main course, but he's more like an appetizer. Sort of similar to how this video is an appetizer for what you can find on the main Panda Global channel. And if you subscribe, you'll be delivered 7 delicious meals every single week. Not actual food. We're gonna put up videos. We have daily uploads. The analogy escaped me. Subscribe to Panda Global. I think the best way to get this out of the way right away are the ones that are inedible. You can't eat them. That's what inedible means. That guy I think is fine. This dude's made out of bones. I'd recommend not putting him in your mouth. And thwomps and womps, you know, those are rocks. Can't eat rocks, as far as I know.
this though, it looked like it would taste pretty good. You know them little ice cream trucks that be coming by the house, you know, and they be having the enemy faces or like the faces of the whatever character it is. Those, he looked like he would be S tier. I like it.
Squid, top tier. This is just a squid. I love squid. Squid's great. If you haven't had squid, like cooked well or fresh squid, oh, it is great seafood.
So everything that's left is at least somewhat edible. Now, does that mean they're wait, what is this guy? What's his deal? Okay, everybody else has meat somewhere. There's some flesh I can sink my teeth into. But one thing that I'm noticing here is that a lot of them just fall under a similar category. Turtles. Not yummy. Those guys, yeah, Hammer Bro, Ice Bro, Boomerang Bro, like all the bros. I'm not eating those.
Another ghost? Damn, this Boo though. That's about one of the only characters I know. Boo is definitely S tier candy, 100%. Or not candy, just an S tier snack. Enemy, whatever. He's S tier snack.
So we gotta assume you can eat the Boo. Alright, it's not just air. I'm actually assuming that Boo tastes like tofu. I'll actually put Boo at an A tier. It probably doesn't taste good by itself, but I bet the Boo would taste great depending on other things you cook with it.
Kamek. Ooh, Kamek is different. Because while all these guys are turtles, and he's technically a turtle, he is what we call in the business a magical turtle. Not yummy, but exotic. He doesn't taste good to anyone, but because of his magical properties, I think that he, people tend to give him a little bit more respect.
Oh, these things! Yeah, they come up and they flip him up. Despite it being duck, and duck, I love duck. Duck's S tier food to me. This doesn't look like it would be duck. This looks like it's one giant skull.
One of the other things, I don't think Pokey is edible. Well, Pokey is edible, but I wouldn't recommend it. Pokey is sand and spikes. Don't recommend. So you could technically eat Pokey, but it would hurt a lot because either you're eating the spikes or you're just getting sand in your mouth. Yeah, he's going down here actually.
Well, fishes are just S tier. Fish is just S tier. So I'm gonna just assume as a fish, you're S tier food. S tier. Fish is ridiculous. Salmon is like the best thing ever. So what is this? Fire? I like hot things, so if this fire, even though fire and hot things aren't exactly the same, I'm gonna put it for A tier because I'm gonna just use it as a spice. It's just spicy. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't really want to eat a football player or consider eating a football player. And yeah, I'm putting those guys at A tiers. I think they have potential. Goombas just look good. He steps on them and they just squish so nice, and like, you know, they just like, they look like they're just full of meat. So I'll put them actually up here. Actually put a Goomba as a sort of an S tier because I bet a Goomba is the chicken of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, let me see. Rabbit food. Then I'd like to sort of cheat a little bit. I'm gonna move up just a tad because there's a lot of seafood here, and I think the seafood would be pretty good. So seafood are things like bloopers, the fish with the lips. Gotta eat around the tooth though. A cheap. Why is it called a cheap? Crabs. That's literally just a crab. This is kind of cheating because these guys are sort of based on things that we have in the real world. So this is just probably whitefish, you know, which is okay. It's like cod. Crabs are above both of these though, so I'll put him here.
I definitely think Goombas or the Goomba squad would be B tier. Like, they look like they just got some good protein, you know? They look like they just make you big muscles, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not feeling the yellow vibe. I just feel like yellow things are usually not good, in my opinion. Yellow stuff usually tastes really bad.
So I'm gonna say we have another tier, insects. Wiggler is an insect, but he is different. Okay, now we're getting down to the real stuff. Now, if we're gonna do yummy, these are just straight away, these are things that are good to eat, right? These are things that you can do. Flying Goomba is the same, but probably a little lighter. Has hollow bones, you know, since it has wings. There's a bat. There's a bat. I'm. How do I toe this line? I'll just put him here in the weird food.
This is a robot. This just explodes. That you can't. I'm just putting that there. The Piranha Plant. How could you not look at this and go, you know, delicious, right? Like, this looks like a meaty plant. Like, I bet you could be an amazing vegan in the Mario world because of the Piranha Plant's existence. So let's just assume the Whomp isn't just pure rock. This would be a steak. You'd crack it open. Underneath it would be like a steak. And I actually think the Whomp would be an S tier because underneath that tough exterior, I just bet it's got some amazing insides that, if cooked correctly, would be amazing.
Not too many tiers this time. No, I did pretty well. I think I did pretty good here.
This is my list of enemies, enemy list that if you had to eat them, you know what I'm saying, you chow down on these things.
If I had to eat the Mario enemies, this is how I would tier them.
Maybe I have too many tiers. Perhaps I've gone too far this time.